Hello my loves. Right, now today I'm going to do a quick video on how I've got my natural nails from kind of this length to this length in quite a short amount of time, and all I'm using is a builder in a bottle. I've done my thumb and index finger, but we're going to infill this builder in a bottle. Simple infill. It's so easy to do and it's such low maintenance, and I thought I'll just simply run through how I've done it. So I'm just going to use a cuticle tool and push back my cuticles nice and gently. This shouldn't hurt, it shouldn't cut or anything like that. And then I've got my e-file bit, and I'm just going to go around. I've got a lot of like dry keratinized tissue that's just like non-living and it's sticking to the nail plate, so we're going to lift that up and kind of expose the edges of that by using this tool. You don't push up and under your fold, that would be very painful and dangerous. So yeah, if you're not confident doing this, don't do this. It's not like necessary for everyone. You could use a hand tool to remove the non-living tissue. This is just the way I do it, on a very, very low rotation as well, so you can see it practically stops. And then I'm going to go up to like a small flame shape. I don't know what the name of it is actually. And we're just going to remove a bit more of that tissue. And what it's starting to do now, as you can see, I swap rotation. So I'll do half the nail in forwards, half the nail in reverse, so that I'm getting the optimal contact with the nail at all times. But what we're doing now is kind of pushing that tissue back away from the nail plate. And then I'm going to go in with the ball bit, same thing, forwards and reverse, and I'm removing a lot of the excess tissue with this, any dry bits that are clinging on. And also down the side, you know those bits where we nibble and we don't know we're nibbling and they get a bit hard? I use this to kind of massage them down a little bit. It's all very non-abrasive, it's very gentle. It shouldn't be uncomfortable, it shouldn't cause damage, it shouldn't hurt, and if it does, you're doing it wrong, stop doing it. Obviously I'm doing this with my left hand, so if it looks a bit cack-handed, it's because I'm right-handed. But, you know, I'm pretty used to doing my own nails. I'll get Gerald. Everyone needs a Gerald. You need a Gerald. Gerald is my best mate. He's a super, super, super soft, fluffy brush. Okay, so I'm grabbing some cuticle scissors and I'm just going to trim any bits that are that have released from the nail plate and are hanging. We don't want to be nipping live tissue. That's where you're going to cause a problem. And you don't really want to be removing all of the proximal nail folds, because you're gonna remove the barrier between your nail plate and the outside world. There's almost like an invisible seal. It's not invisible, it's like very clear looking. It's almost like a jelly seal. And that is what protects you from getting nasty infections around your nail. So that's why we need to be careful with that area. Sorry if you already know this. I'm just presuming some people that might be watching this might be wanting to know how to do this for themselves. Now you don't need to do this step if you just get a hand file. I was just trying to take down a bit of bulk on a gentle setting, but to be honest it didn't do much because I only had a fine bit. And I didn't want to go any harsher than that because it's only a thin layer of builder gel. So I just gave up on it and went in for a hand file anyway. But if I was doing it, you can see I'm pulling the skin back with my thumb. On this side it's a little bit trickier. That's why I'm using a flat top bit, because the flat top means if the end of the bit touches my skin, it won't cut it. But it's very difficult to do left-handed for me. I can't be bothered with it, so I just gave up and used a hand file. Right about now. So what I'm planning to do is I'm not removing the product, I'm debulking the product, because where I had my grow out, the slight tiny weeny apex I had has moved down the nail, so that just needs to be flattened and leveled out, ready for fresh application. I do go a bit out of shot, so you'll see me cut a little bit here and there, and I'm doing this so that there's no raised areas. I'm just flattening. It's a really handy method of filing. We'll tidy it all up, and then once I'm happy with the amount of product that's been filed down, because we're going to put more product on top and you just don't need a big fat bulky nail. So once I'm happy with that, I'll just gently etch the nail plate that's visible, the regrowth area. Now it's a 180 grit. You don't etch the nail plate with anything harsher than that because you'll cause injuries. You really just need to kind of buff it a little bit to remove the shine. You don't want deep gouges in it and scratches. That's just tearing up the surface of the nail. When it's dehydrated, it can often look like it's kind of pretty well filed, but you'll know from anybody, like when they started doing your own nails, you know what trashing your nails feels like. It's painful. It's really painful. We've all over-filed at some point. So in comes Gerald again, get rid of the dust so I can have a look, see what's going on, make sure I've etched it, but you know, there's no huge lumpy bits left. Jolly good. Now we need to dehydrate, so I'm just going to get some isopropyl alcohol on a lint-free pad and give that a really good scrub. Get all the dust away. Just really dehydrate the surface. The reason we do this is to remove the oils, because if you put builder gel or builder in a bottle, as I'm using, on an oily nail surface, it won't last. Now I'm using a Young Nails Protein Bond. It's just a force of habit. I always use it. You wouldn't really need to. You could dehydrate and then go in with a base gel, to be fair. But it's just habit with me. Once that's dry, I'm going to go in with Madam Glam's base gel. It's a very thin viscosity gel and it's a 30-second cure. Now it's a bit tricky left-handed, I must admit. I'm a bit clumsy. So sometimes I flood a bit down the side, so I have to go in and clear that before curing. Make sure to cap the edge. You need the edge to be sticky so your builder gel can cap it nicely. Clearing up any overspill there. 30-second cure, and then we're going to go in with this beautiful builder gel. I use it in ombres as well. It's a very translucent light pink, very sheer. And I'm going to apply it just before the cuticle, not right at it, because you don't need a big step there. And then we're just going to drag it. Sorry about the focus there. I don't know why my camera decided the table was more interesting. There we go. Drag it towards the tip of the nail. Now, notice I'm not pulling product down the sides because I'm going to go in with a detailer brush and deal with the sides and the cuticle area. It's much easier. Then you avoid the flooding. So I'm just nudging that product down a bit. It's so clumsy doing it left-handed. I'm looking at it cringing. But it did work. So I'm nudging the product down and then I'll kind of spread it very gently with my brush. Making sure we've got a nice even application that's not flooding too much and that's not thick at the cuticle and side walls. You don't want it thick because when it grows out, if it's thick, you're much more likely to get lifting. So if you want a nice seamless bond, then just have it thinner towards the cuticle. And this is a step that's absolutely changed it for me with gel. You can do this with a normal builder gel. I just had a builder in a bottle to hand and it was a nice sheer colour, so I thought I'd use that. I'm just dragging the gel through the nail now to even out the application. Obviously gel moves, so the longer you're twisting your hands around, it's going to move. And being dominant right-handed, this is like faff city for me. All right, capping that free edge. Please cap the free edge. It's what will hold everything in place if it's nice and capped. Okie dokie. Once I'm happy with that, it's going in my lamp for 30 seconds, which is a remarkably short cure time for a builder gel. And then I'm going to give it a really good scrub with isopropyl alcohol and remove that sticky inhibition layer because I want to check it and go over it with my file. Oh, by the way, you guys are mad. I sold out of the TX Elite tips like within a couple of days, gone. So there's two options now. The rest are in transit. I'm not sure how long they'll take. Hopefully they'll be here next week. So you can either go on the website and pre-order them, and then your order will be top of the pile. when they come in, or you can go on the website and subscribe to my mailing list and you will get a ping in your inbox the minute they're in. I apologise, I really didn't think they'd be that, as popular as they were, and I just got cleared out really quick. I've also got some new bits coming next week and I'm super excited. I've got an announcement. I'm so excited. Right, so back to work. And back out of shot. I'm filing the nail just to smooth over the surface, just to make it sure it's all even, because obviously I've done it with my non-dominant hand. And anyway, why assume it's going to be perfect? You might as well give it a quick buff over, just 180 grit. Again, I'll do my up and down motion. Remember to rock your file left to right at this. I've got incredible C-curve on my nails, they're really curved. So if you look underneath, they've got a proper tight C-curve. And if I'm going to get lifting, it's normally actually at the free edge, because my nails curl in, they curl under. Around the sides, so they come out the side walls and the sides of the nail just grow at a really tight curve. So now I'm going to remove all the dust, and then I'm going to do the rest of the nails and come back. Here we are, they've now been done and they've got a layer of base coat, and I thought, well, I'm here now, I might as well just whack something on there. So I bet you can guess what nude this is. I'm not even going to say. I wonder if you know. All right, I'll tell you, it's Lil Toto from Madam Glam. It's my favourite. It's just a good colour. I love it, and it's got a slight shimmer in it. It's beautiful. Again, sloppy application. I apologise. And I'm going to go in with my detailer brush, which has got looked a bit dirty in the bristles, so I was just pulling at it. And I'm just going to tidy up all around the cuticle and sidewalls, trying to make sure that the product doesn't pool, but that I've got a nice application as close as I can possibly get. And this is definitely a lot easier with your dominant hand. But needs must. So making sure to cap that free edge as well. You want that real tight application. And then I'm going to go in and do the other nails, and I'm doing the same thing. I'll show you this one, and then I believe that we fast forward to the next bit. It's bad, isn't it, when I can't actually remember what I'm doing because I'm so busy. If I'm not packing orders for you guys, I'm writing courses. If I'm not doing that, I'm making press-on nails. It's been bonkers, and I really appreciate it, and it's keeping me busy and happy. So I like it. Okie dokie. Pop that one on. Very quickly. I do show you that one. I didn't know. Maybe I show you all of them quickly then. I can't remember. And then again, same thing again. What I'm doing there, when you see me doing that, is I'm leveling out the material so it's gathered in an area, and I need to disperse it evenly across the nail. So I'm doing lots of long strokes to disperse that product evenly. Right, so here we are. I've done 2 layers and cured them both. No foil gel. I want a kind of very distressed look. Is it Art Deco? I don't know. Very distressed look. Very no kind of set pattern, which I find really difficult because my brain wants things to have a pattern and have a line and have a flow, and these are designed to look more artistic, and I struggle with that type of art. It's not natural to me. Whereas if you look at Isabel May, she does very artistic Art Deco-y type designs. I'm very linear. I like straight lines. I really like straight lines. But anyway, I'm going to put the foil in a random pattern, and then I'm going to go in and do some dot work.
1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. I don't have any favorite, just give me any kind.
So once the little dots are cured, I'm going to pop on Madam Glam's tack-free top coat. Super shiny. One thing I will say, I use both Lucente and Madam Glam. I am never, ever, ever, ever disappointed. I never have issues with top coat dulling, chipping, or anything like that. And when I think back to when I was first starting out, and I used lots of different brands. Now, some of the problems I came down to would have been down to application, but I must admit, these are like my ride or dies. They're fantastic brands. I love them both very, very much. So they're going to have a 30-second cure, and then I will reveal. Now, if you've got any questions, pop them in the description box. Come and say hi. Don't forget to like, subscribe. The next video will be extremely long nails. So yeah, bit of both for you guys. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.